Absolutely, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens have every intention of walking out of today's game with win number 4 on the season. It's the Seahawks going up against the Ravens.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in Aerotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Baltimore Ravens. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Now it's Wilson. Open man is Amara Darboh, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Offensive group. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And that's complete to Luke Wilson. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
First down, this is Rawls. And he is knocked down and then landed on pretty awkwardly. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd down, Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. of the gun. Here's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Macklin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. 2nd down following the incompletion. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jeremy Macklin, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Crabtree, his first touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 9 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. second down. Rawls. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now it's Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. C.J. Mosley not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got his man. It's Darbo. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him. And some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On second down, here's Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And now a first down following that long gain. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. to throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. That'll bring up second down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Here's Wilson. Going to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Wilson will throw again. That is caught inside the 5. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Rawls. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
All right, here we go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks, right near midfield. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down. First down carry now for Miller. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They keep it with Miller on first down. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Second down, here's Miller. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Miller hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 7 yards. The pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Wilson get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They run with a power back. Rawls. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, We have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sideline. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. The Chargers have scored again, so they open up a 2-touchdown lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. First down, Garoppolo. Out left here, it's complete to Wheaton. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A gain of 39 that time.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, receiver won in a big way.
Here's a give to Miller. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Again, it's Miller. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So back-to-back plays here where he couldn't get anything on the ground. Now you face a 3rd and 10 and assume you're going to try to pass it, right?
I would think so, because you've tried to run the ball, and really it doesn't matter who got the ball on the play because there was no space to go. So I think you step back, throw the ball to try and pick up the first down.
On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. That one of the many games we'll be watching around the NFL here these final few weeks of the campaign. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Garoppolo now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now with a play clock winding down, Vance Joseph says, let's talk this over, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they're on the 5-yard line here, second down and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Offensive coordinator, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now Wilson on first down. He sets to fire deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second and 10 now, Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
Who sends it away. And taken right at the 35. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Throwing on second. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. The Ravens on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll run it again with Miller. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Elsewhere on the NFL scoreboard in Dallas. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That they're driving.
Rashad Perriman off to the races. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Second down now after the incompletion. Wilson now throwing again. Catch made right side by Wilson. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down at the 32-yard line.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Looking for Baldwin. Intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Miller with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You needed that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. Wilson to throw again. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. Got it. Hey, work. Hey, big ball. Check 26.
On the ground, rolls. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas Rawls with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Rawls will try and run it in. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Let's go. Green, 39.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. They begin with a run by Miller. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, with that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And just like that, it's third down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And he locates Wheaton complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Garoppolo on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Frank Clark in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
Let's go, Stan. Make some noise. Hurry up. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Elsewhere, second half action at Heinz Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On third and long, it's Garoppolo. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. from the shotgun. Wilson. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. They're able to locate Wilson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 9. And the Seahawks are going to have a first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up second down.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Again, Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Wilson will throw again. And he's got Lockett. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And now the offense operates in the red zone. To throw again is Wilson. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. C.J. Prosise, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Now Wilson. He's got it. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Hauled in by Wheaton over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The Ravens on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go now. Blue line.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And a pretty nifty hurdle there before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. On 1st down, Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So 2nd and 10 here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. Well, they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Again, it's Hill. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Following the penalty, it's Hill. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Wilson, a give to Rawls. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. They stay on the ground. Rolls again. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now a give. Right side, it's Rawls. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Here we go with Rawls. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds just a yard or two shy of the 10. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Okay, I'm giving credit and then some on this call. When it's fourth and that many, you know that 99% of the coaches are throwing the football. In this case, though, they figured the defense was playing the pass, took a chance, ran the ball, and picked up the first down.
They'll run with Rawls. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. The busy afternoon continues for Rawls. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down. Way down to about the 7. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Okay, no score on that play. Touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. They'll go with Procise, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. C.J. Procise with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. And he's got it up and through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, that's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Green 39! Green 39!
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Hurry up, here we go.
for the penalty. It's Miller. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the...
It's run, fellas, it's run! Yeah, baby! Woo!
Honorable C note.
Yeah, little fish. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. People take me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save her. Say amen. Amen, 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 yeah. Amen. That boys in that game win. Can't win, can't win, can't win, can't win. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Did it like my persona. Going up. Ripping up was honest. We used to drive at them Hondas. Then we pull up in the Fondas. Go up. Walking. Show up, baby, hold up, glow up, boy, don't touch, we float.